for that. All right, hello everybody and welcome back to session 2 of our menu planner training course. We're going to go over ingredients today. So right now you should have all of your buildings in and you should be all set up with that. We did have, I'm going to log on here quick. We did have a lot of questions about when you have a school that's like a K through 12 with some elementary or with some preschools in there, how to set those up. I would do each grade level as a separate building. I'll go over really quick what I was just talking about with adding the buildings. So if you have your school if it's a new school, you go to edit enrollment. And then here at this grade level, that's where you'd pick the elementary, middle school, a preschool to set the parameters so the program knows how to stay compliant. If it's a school you already have in, you can go to the school icon, click on that, edit, and you can click edit up here, and then you can change your grade level there as well. I'm not going to make any changes here. Everybody on the discussion board to go ahead and use that. And thank you, Ronnie Stapleton, for using that. If you have any questions, why the programmer put this here is so that you can kind of all talk to each other. Since you're food service directors, you might have better ideas than we do as staff that know how to run the program. All right, so here we're at the homepage. Okay, so let's get started with ingredients. Ingredients, I think that this is the most important step in the program. It's also the most tedious step, but the better that you, the more time you spend and the better, what's the word I'm trying to say, the better that your ingredients information is, it'll be a lot easier as you go through the program. You don't want to find out when you're at the menu step that you got a problem with some baked beans and then you got to go backtrack and try to fix everything, and that can be kind of complicated. So it's easiest right now just to make sure you have everything set up and done correctly. Everything that you do on the ingredients step is also what's going to be seen on your parent-facing published menu. So some things right before you get started with the ingredients, we suggest that you kind of take out your menus and kind of go over them and look at them. Find out what's going to go on the what ingredients are kind of simple items that are going to go directly onto your menus, like a cheese stick, versus items that are going to be in a recipe like a number 10 can of tomatoes. There's a difference in how we're going to handle those two items. Also go through, kind of try to find where all your item codes are. The 6-digit Gord Food Service item code is the best, and that's kind of what makes our program unique, the fact that all that information is already loaded into the program. So let's get started here. I'm going to click on ingredients. When I do that, it takes me to this purchased ingredient table. Lots of information here. First, I'm going to go over the icons over here on the left. These are just alerting you to a potential issue with the ingredient. There's nothing wrong with it. We just want you to know. The yellow triangle is pretty common. That means that there is some missing meal component information. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the product. It's probably a commercial labeled product. So the manufacturer just hasn't gone to the expense of doing the CN label. So you might have to add that information in. You may see this question mark that just lets you know that another menu planner user has gone in and made a change to that product. Again, doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it. We just want you to double check it and verify it. Probably like with this item, they've gone in and added that SLE information. Rarely will you see the red triangle. When you do, that's just alerting you to the fact that the nutritional information is missing. Now notice that these items right here are soda. I can't imagine there's really any nutritional information in soda. So that's probably why those are red. And there's also a black flag, and that lets you know that this is a product of the USA. At the top, we have all these different columns. These are all the different ways that we can search up here for an item. So we could search by the distributor. We could just search by the manufacturer. If you have the manufacturer item code, you could go ahead and do that. You could type in a description to try to find a product. Just remember that you're only going to bring up what you type in. Chicken, think of all the different ways that you see chicken spelled. So this is only going to bring up those products with that spelling, so less is more. And of course, the easiest way and what makes this program unique is that 6-digit item code from Gordon Food Service. Go ahead and type that in and it'll bring up your products for you. There are different lists in the menu planner program, so it always defaults to this purchased items. And these are the items specific to your district and what you've purchased. If you can't find an item here, you might want to go to all items. Now, these are all the products that are available at that distribution center that your Gordon Food Service order pulls from. So if you have to put a new product on a menu, or you're going to use something new in a recipe, maybe you just purchased it, you haven't been invoiced yet, or you're going to purchase it, you'll have to go to this all ingredients. It's not going to show up in your purchase. We can also make a small list of items. There's my items when you first start. This will be blank. We've not added anything here, so that's why ours is blank, but some schools like to put catering items in there, booster club items in there, bread and milk in there, maybe specialty pizza. Again, it's just there to help you if you would like that. And then we've also had a request for items in use. Will only bring up items that you're using on and that you have used on published menus with menus and recipes. The child nutrition database, this is just generic information on an item. It's not even really information. So if I type in broccoli and search, it just brings up all the CN code, the type of broccoli, and the category. This is something that the USDA has asked that we do. As I said last time, that we're in the process of being approved. And this is one of their stipulations. And add new. If you have done your due diligence and you have searched and you cannot find that product that you are looking for, you can add new. We do ask that you use that manufacturer label to enter all this information. When you're entering this information, you are doing this for everyone. So you go ahead, you would do all this, you would click submit. And if for some reason you are not able to find the distributor that you're purchasing from, there's also an icon down here for distributor, and you can add that here as well. I will let you know, I think like 98% of the products are in here. Pretty much everybody's bread and milk is in here, pizzas from Little Caesars. It's very rare anymore to not have an ingredient that won't pop up. If you're buying something locally, that might not show up if you buy it locally from your like pizza place, or maybe buy bread from a local bakery, that might not show up. So you might have to go ahead and add that in there. All right, so let's start. We've kind of gone everything. Let's start searching for an item. We're going to look at some items that we're going to use in our future recipes and menus. So I'm going to look up some sweet potatoes, sweet potato fries. So I'm going to type in 113922 because that's the product that I'm going to use. It's not my purchase item, so I'll go to my all. I'm going to go over here to this detail on the right. That's what you click to bring up the item, and then you can see everything. A lot of information is going to be here. We can see our description. We now have a Spanish description as well that will come in. That won't always be here, but when available, that will be there. We see all our nutritional facts. We can see our school lunch equivalency information, nutritional data, our ingredients. We have a product nutrition statement that we can look at. And here's our image. There's a few things that we're going to do on this step. We are going to add a picture. We want to do that because when anybody on the published menu, if they click on these sweet potatoes fries, we want a picture to show up. So I'm going to click upload, and then I save my image, sweet potato fries, as a PNG. And then that should come up. Let's try that again. I must have done. Oh, here they are. So I brought them in, I uploaded them, and here they are. So now when somebody clicks on this sweet potato fries, this is what they're going to see on the published menu. Another thing that we can do on this step is we could edit our allergen information. We'll do that on the next product that we're going to bring up, but we don't really have any allergens here with the sweet potato fries. We're going to do some other edits. So we're going to click on edit up here at the top because we have a description and a my description. The information comes in as a manufacturer description. And this is always what you're going to see when you're working in the program, this description. My description is what will be on the published menu. So that's why I said when you are looking at your menus, kind of look at what's going directly onto your menus as a simple ingredient versus something like a number 10 can of tomatoes. So I want to change this. So when they look at my menu, I want it to say sweet potato fries. I'll just go ahead and I'll type that in there, make it all capital. I can put my process here if I want. I'm going to make this a same day service. This one's locked out, so I can't add prep instructions, but you could go ahead and you could do that here if you wanted to. Everything here, if it's gray, you can't make a change. Everything here looks good. And then I'm going to go over here to this side. Whatever it says over here, I have 76 servings. A serving is 20 fries. This information is the same information that will be down here. So if you're working on the program and something is not right, come check your serving size to make sure that this information is correct. I have my nutrition statement, and when I look at it, oops, let me pull that over. Come on. Does not want to come over. Okay. When I look at that, I can see that it says, Lamb says that a serving size is 3.14 ounces. So we're going to do a custom conversion on this product. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on this add. And I know that 20 fries is a serving, but it's also going to be equivalent to 3.14. And I'm going to use this drop down box ounces. This is helpful when I have to change this unit when I want to make it like maybe a smaller portion for elementary students. And always use your manufacturer statement when you're looking up that information. I just lost my sheet here. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead. We like that. We're not going to make any changes. And we're going to go and we're going to submit this information. We click submit to save all those changes that we just made. So now here's our French fries. Here's our custom conversion. We didn't change our allergens and everything looks pretty good for this item. Some other things that we can see on this page are the item usage. It will show where we've used this product in the past and recipes. If we've shared recipes, our menus. So that's a nice little thing there. We can see how much our product will cost per serving with this calculate my price. Because we had the relationship with Gordon Food Service through our RFP process, we've kind of built this in. It brings all that information into our menu planner program. So we know what this case per price is. So we can go ahead and put that in and it lets us know what our serving is. If this was an item that wasn't from Gordon Food Service that you had to go in and edit this information, you would just type that in and then you would save it. We can export a PDF of this product. Some schools need this in a folder. Let's see if I can bring it over. It's just a PDF of the information with all of our changes. And that's pretty much it. So that is our ingredients. We're going to add another ingredient. We're going to look at a bun. And this will be an item that's just going to go directly into a recipe. So it doesn't really matter. We don't have to do a lot of the same stuff. So my bun, did I write down my number for my bun? Yes. It is number 517810. And I have to go to all because I haven't made any purchases yet. Here's my bun. I'm going to click on this detail. Everything's here. I am going to make a change to my allergens. I'm not going to worry about the description and my description since this isn't going to go onto the menu as a solo ingredient. It doesn't really matter what it says right here, but I do want to make an edit. Now, so I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to add sesame seeds. I've heard that's the new big allergen. I don't know if there's really sesame seeds in this bun, but if I had them on top. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to hit add allergen. And now it's here and I'm going to save that. So now I've changed the allergen information. So now when a parent is on our published menu and they want to take off anything with the sesame seed allergen, it would remove the recipe that had this hamburger bun from view. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do on this one. I don't really need an image of this picture of this item. Same thing, I can export it, I can save it. So that is pretty much everything that there is to do in the ingredients step. It's pretty simple. It's just a lot of tedious work. So I would remind you to get those menus out, look at them before you start, find those simple ingredients versus items that are going to go in a recipe, find your GFS item codes, verify all of your ingredients. Just take a second to make sure that all that nutritional information is correct. It will help you in the end with your published menu. You might need to edit some serving sizes for your elementary students versus your high school students. Make sure that allergen information is what you want it to be. Upload pictures for any simple items going on to your published menu. Makes your menus look nice. And once you make an edit, you're good. You don't have to do this every time you're going to use this ingredient. You've brought this into your program, you've made the change, and you don't have to do it again. And write this one down. If you need to use tap water in a recipe, the item code for that is 000001. So it's 6 digits, 1 being the last digit. And that will just bring you,
Kathy,
yes.
we have a couple of questions in the chat. Is now a good time?
Yeah.
Okay. So Marie asked, please explain which items parents will be able to see again.
Which items parents will be able to see. Anything that goes onto the anything that goes, so like a cheese stick, they would click on so on your menu when it says cheese stick, they could click on that and they'd see the picture. When they click on this, they're looking at this and we have a hamburger and fries on our menu that day, and they click on those sweet potato fries, they would be able to see that. We'll get more into that when we get into the menuing, but anything that's going to go directly onto your menu is what they're going to see.
Okay. And
I hope
then
that
what?
answers the question.
Yeah, Marie, let us know if that didn't answer your question. And then Karen asked, where do you upload pictures from?
You save your pictures. I save mine onto my desktop wherever you want. I can go over that step again. All items. Here's my bun. I went and I just found a picture of a bun. So I found hamburger bun. Hamburger bun. I'm going to go ahead and, well, maybe this wasn't my best. Let's do images up here. You just find your picture. You go ahead and then I'm going to save this image as. I'm just going to save it as a JPEG and I will put bun right here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to save that. Oh, shoot. You know what? I'm going to redo that because I don't know where I saved it.
Looks like it saved to your desktop.
Did it? Okay, good. Thank you. I wasn't paying attention. So now I'm going to go back to my detail. I have my bun. I'm going to go down here to my image. I'm going to upload my image. I'm going to look on my desktop. Hopefully my bun is here. It's my bun, my JPEG. I'm going to open that up and then it will bring it in. And there's my bun. And
Perfect.
then
Thanks,
when I'm
Kath.
all done, I guess we don't have to save that. Any other questions?
Not yet.
Okay, super. Okay, well then I want to, yeah, just so I just want to make sure that you knew, yeah, check out those menus, do all of that. I want to remind you that our next session is next week, 2 weeks on Wednesday, June 1st at 10 o'clock. We're going to be going over the recipes section. So make sure you get all those ingredients in. Hopefully you'll have enough time at least to get enough in to get a couple recipes in so we can practice working on that. And I think that's pretty much all I have for you for today. If you have any other questions, remember, come to this home page. You can type those in at menu planner at hpsgpo.com. And I meant to remind you that on our website, HPSGPO, if you go to that member site and then the Menu Planner University, the corresponding workbooks are here. So the workbook for ingredients is right here.
Wow. Okay.
Hopefully you'll find that helpful. Um, kind of goes over what we did today. I don't know that it's necessarily the same items, but kind of what we did today to kind of help you out. And then here's next week's workbook for recipes.
Kathy, just wanted to confirm that six-digit number 000001, that was for tap water, correct?
Tap water, yes.
Tap water, great, thanks.
Yeah.
Hi.
And if you want to, you feel free to unmute yourselves if you have any questions. I'll give
Hi.
you, yeah, hi.
I missed session 1. Is there a recap or how would I get to session 1 again?
You can go to our website, hpsgpo.com, to the member website. And if you need information on that, I'll help you. And then here's session 1, and then here's the video we taped that. And
Gotcha.
tomorrow the video for today's will go down
With
here
it.
on session 2.
Okay, awesome.
We
Thank
do have a little bit of extra time though. Did you have a question about anything in particular?
you. No, I think I just gotta check it out and then I'll get my questions.
Okay.
Catherine? We're saying
Yes.
setting up schools and all that, so that will be explained in the video. Setting
Yes.
up. Okay.
How to set
All
up your schools. Yeah, we went over all that, so you'll see that.
right.
Hi,
Thank you.
Ann. Did you have a question?
When you changed I saw when you changed the serving size,
Mm-hmm.
does that automatically save then to go into my menu? Because then after you push save, it looked like it stayed there. That 20 sweet potato fry.
Okay,
It
let
looked
me.
like it stayed at 20 instead of your ounces that you put in.
Yep. Okay, so what was the number of my sweet potato fries?
And Kathy, we had Betty ask if you could just show how you change the serving size as well while you do that. That would be great.
Yep, 113922. Oops. All right. Oh my gosh, keep hitting the wrong button. 113922. There we go. Okay, whatever it says up here on your nutrition facts is what it's always going to say down here for your serving size. I made my custom, so I went up to edit. So I wasn't really changing my serving size when I did that. I was just letting the program know 20 fries is the same as 3.14 ounces. And I got that information from my product statement from the manufacturer. So it does, the information here is just information for the program in the background. It doesn't change this information. If I wanted to change, I can't change this one because it's grayed out. It can only make changes on white boxes. So this one's been closed.
So sometimes when the Gordon program says 1 cup of fruit equals so many calories, and we need it to be a half a cup, can we change that or no?
Yes and no. On this product, We can't because it's kind of locked us out. They won't
Because
let us
it's
change
gray.
this one because it's great. And that's how it came in from the manufacturer. When we get to our menus and our recipes, we can say how much of the product we want to use. So if we're putting strawberries on the menu, but we only want to use a half a cup, we'll make that change when we get to this point in the program.
Okay, so we don't really have to worry about it right now.
No, we just want to make sure that everything looks good. If you and you don't have to do this custom conversion, it's just here if you want it. There may be things in this program you don't want to use. I just kind of show you everything that it does.
Okay.
Did you have a question, Vicki?
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I can never tell who's talking. Everybody's lighting up. All right, I'll give you about another minute for questions. I just want to remind you all that we're glad that you're members of HPS. We appreciate your membership with us. We're always here to help you. And kind of remind you that we also have that CAT program, our contract analysis tool. If you're not using that, that's a great kind of complementary product to the menu planner. It also works live with Gordon Food Service, and you can get a lot of that information from them from that site as well. Can you go to the worksheet again so I could see how you find them? I'm assuming that you're talking about the nutrition facts information. So up here, we have the icon up here that shows us we have a nutrition fact PDF, and it is also down here under resources. They're both the same information. So I just click on that and it brings up a PDF. Now this is not here with all items. It depends on if we got it from the manufacturer or not. Oh, but that's how I found that information. And here was that serving information.
Kathy, can you also let everybody know when the next session is?
Our next session is in 2 weeks, June 1st. It will also be at 10 o'clock. Everybody should be getting an invite. I had a few emails saying that they didn't get the information. I know Scott, our communications director, he puts in the monthly report. So if you're reading that, it should be in there, and he should have sent it out to all food service directors. For some reason, if you're not getting the invite, you can just let me know, email me, or on our homepage, you could go right down here and register. So session 3, recipes, and then you could go ahead and register here if you wanted to as well.
Shelby asked, we haven't gotten there yet, but I'm starting to make menus. Is there a way to copy a menu to multiple schools?
Yep. We will go over that when we get to the menu section. I don't really want to go into that too much right now because I don't want to confuse, but when you are in the menus, I don't have anything in here, that's why nothing will come up. I can't do it on this screen right now, but yes, there is a way.
She said, perfect, that's okay. All right, so we'll
Okay.
see you next session.
Okay, and if you want to email me later, I can try to go over that with you. Not a problem, but all right. Well, thank you. Any feedback that you have is welcome. Just send it to that homepage, hpsmenuplanner.com. And again,